at you. I appreciate it. And I say back at you. I can tell all that, what that means, what you just did. It means you're happy to see me. And yeah. And I'm glad to see you, too. That's what that means. Wait a minute. No, that's something different. That means I'm a lady of the night. I get those confused. I saw a great show last night, which is why I'm all about the body language today. I was watching the Discovery Channel. Do you ever watch the Discovery Channel? It's good. I like it. It's a great channel because the thing about it is you discover things. And it's better than that Find Out for Yourself dummy channel. And I was watching the Discovery Channel. I learned, for instance, the other day that a motorcycle is also called a chopper. Last night's show was all about body language, and fascinating is what it is. They had an expert watching people through hidden cameras, and I learned all the tricks to read the body language, which is important, and there's a lot of body language that everybody knows. For instance, this is good luck, you know, and no, I hope so, that kind of thing. And then this is the international sign for choking, and this is, oh, I hope I'm not going to choke. That's, But I was watching this show, and I learned that eyebrows are very telling. That's the telltale sign, and which is why David Bowie shaved his for a brief time in the 70s, because we didn't know what he meant. Someone, if they have their eyebrows raised when they say hello, it means they genuinely are saying, like, hi, you know, hi, I'm happy to see you, genuinely, sincerely. And if their eyebrows don't move and they say hi, no expression, they're just going through the motions. They don't even want to tell you hello. If they say hi like this, hi, with the brows down, they're still mad about the whole affair thing. And if they're thrilled to see you, they'll raise their eyebrows and their arms, like, hello, Janet, like that. And they'll also call you Janet, no matter what your name is. That's what they say. And they showed some people at the bar, which bars, there's all kinds of body language going on there. There's, like, for instance, if they're talking to you and they're touching their hair and playing with their hair, they're trying to tell you they're attracted to you, or they have a dry scalp. And so approach that one with caution and conditioner. And there was this one girl who really, they were following around. She was having a hard time, like guys weren't hitting on her, and she didn't understand why she didn't have anybody interested in her. So this body language expert said, this is what to do, how to stand, and they said, you can try this, and if you want to try it, he said you should smile with your mouth slightly open, like that, and then you should raise your eyebrows, and you should keep your eyes wide open, and you should stand with your chest out and your feet kind of shoulders apart, and your arms should be kind of open in like a welcoming position. Here I am, come get me. I'm approachable. Why won't they talk to me? Or I would suggest this pose, because it means that you're ready to dance. you know, I was interested in this body language thing so much so I thought I'd try it myself. Before we started the show, you know, you're dancing and stuff like that, but before you start dancing, you're sitting there, you're preparing, you're getting ready, and I took some pictures, and I'm going to tell you what I think is happening here. Let's see the first picture. All right. Now, clearly this woman is very maternal and very, I'm going to take care of you and put more eyeshadow on. The only thing is, she's actually a doer. She's a doer, is what I would call her. The problem is she doesn't know the woman next to her. That's the only... All right. Let's see the next picture. All right. This woman is checking to see if she's at the right show. Well, she doesn't look like Tony Danza. Right, and the other woman next to her is practicing a deep, deep meditation. You can see her chakras are all aligned, and she's ready to start the show. We have one more picture, I believe. Okay, this man right here is, oh, he's excited. He's practicing. You see his hands like that? That's the inner ka that we all have. It's the mini ka. Ka. She's going, while he's doing that, she's going through his coat looking for loose change. And they're both very excited, and you know why? Because Jennifer Love Hewitt is here, that's why. One of our favorite Americans, Carl Reiner, is here. He's going to be right there. Carl Reiner! Also on the show, Grammy Award winner Roseanne Cash is here. Over there, Roseanne Cash, going to sing Burn Down This Town from her new CD, Black Cadillac. And if you're thinking to yourself, and I can imagine you are, Ellen, wow, that's a big show. I don't think you could interview one more person. And to that I say, how dare you? As a matter of fact, I am. I'm interviewing figure skater and Olympic silver medalist Sasha Cohen is going to be right here. Sasha! More importantly, all of you are here, and that's a big part of the shows. People forget. We think it's all about the guests. I want the show to be about everybody. The audience, to me, is just as important. The other day, you know, I like to dance through the audience, and I noticed this guy, and I went over and danced with him. See if you can tell who I'm talking about. So it made me wonder, how would I look in a mohawk? Because I'm open-minded, you know. But before I try anything drastic like that, I like to you know, do something temporary just to see. Thank God I did that with my Keep On Truckin' tattoo. Because I did it myself in the mirror, and then I realized I had done it backwards, and so. Anyway, I had my wig maker, Giuseppe. He's always backstage. And Giuseppe put together a wig for me really quickly, and then I put it on at the end of the show. What's your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian, what do you think?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
I think it looks pretty nice, too. I like it. All right. You know, I think we need to keep an open mind. You look at different people, and Sebastian was a nice guy, and different looks are important. And anyway, we've got a great show, and you know, Mary, I keep looking at you today, and something's different about you, and I don't know what it is.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
There's something different. I keep looking at you going, what is different about Mary today?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have is that a new sweater?
No, I've had this.
You've had that sweater before?
Yeah, I've had the sweater.
I don't know. Hey, you normally wear glasses, right?
Yeah, I do normally wear glasses.
Where are your glasses right now?
Right here.
That's what it is. I was like, what's so different about her? All right, all right. Well, and can we do, there's an announcement that I'm very excited about this. Mary, I can tell him now, right?
Tell him. Please do.
Okay, I will. You know, we said we were going to travel this season. We started out in Canyon Country. That was our first show because we like to get warmed up. You start in a cul-de-sac, as everyone knows. And Jonathan, move over so that woman can see me. She's trying to go around you. Yeah. So we started in a cul-de-sac, and then we went to New York. Great time in New York. And then, yes, fun. And then I said, I want to go on like a vacation thing. I want beaches, I want warm water, I want sunshine. And so we're going to Florida, and we're going to go to the Universal Resort in Orlando. And how cool is that? Fun. I can't wait. Look how great. This place is, there's 3 hotels, so make your reservations now. I'll tell you when we're going. There's great restaurants. There's all these thrill rides, and look at that, Sketty. I'm going to be on that thing. That's called the Hulk. I'm going to do that for sure. And we're going to be there in a few weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. So seriously, check your calendars. Go on vacation with us. And so if you want to be in Orlando and be in our audience and have fun with us there, go to our website and find out how you can be in our audience. But start booking now because in New York, we had to turn away so many people, so get your tickets now if you're coming. But I especially love those thrill rides, and so remember how we asked for bad driver's license photos before from you? I think now that we're going to the Universal Resort, we're going to ask for bad roller coaster photos, because everybody takes them, and they're always, someone's either looking like they're just about to be sick or something. So if you've got a really bad one or a really good one, we want to see it. We're going to show you ours to start off. We sent 3 of our producers there to ride that Hulk. There's Andy, who of course everybody knows. We have Karen, our head rider, and Kevin Lehman, one of our riders. And so their body language, I think that Kevin actually is having fun. Karen is getting a mini facelift, and she's happy about that. And Andy is regretting his decision to go on the ride right now. He actually was very scared. He said it was the scariest thing he ever did. It was like, or thrilling. You said it was thrilling, right?
It was thrilling, yet scary.
And yet scary. And you will not do it again, you say?
Not again.
Really?
No.
I'm going to do it. What if I do it? You'll do it with me.
I'll do it with you.
Okay, good. All right. And then there's an empty seat next to Kevin. And the reason there's an empty seat next to Kevin is we're going to fill that empty seat with somebody from today's audience. They're coming with us. Somebody's going to come. You're going to win a trip to Orlando. So, who will it be? And you can bring a guest. It's not just you. We'll actually let you bring somebody. So, we're going to tell you who the lucky winner is later in the show. But you're all winners right now because everybody in the audience is getting the DVD Walk the Line, the award. Academy Award nominated Walk the Line. Hey, don't go away. When we come back, Olympic medalist Sasha Cohen's going to be sitting right there. We'll be right back. Our first guest is considered to be one of the world's most gifted skaters, and she certainly lived up to that last week when she earned a silver medal at the Olympics. Please welcome 21-year-old Sasha Cohen. Thank you. You're giving it to me. That's sweet. That's so nice of you.
It's like show and tell. I think, we got to share.
Yeah, now how often will you, because you're obviously bringing it around now a lot, at what point will you stop? I think I would just bring it all the time.
I don't know. It's kind of like my accessory now. People are like, oh, we want you to do this. And don't forget your medal.
Right.
So if I don't bring it, I think they wouldn't let me in.
Disappointed, yeah. We want the medal. You know what? It's a nice drink coaster later on.
Exactly.
If you want to put it down on a coffee table at some point, you can always use it for anything.
It's very
multi-purpose. Stuff like that. You can play with it.
CD player.
Yeah, it is. It's nice
CD.
there's so many things you could do with it. Or just throwing it back and forth at people. Frisbee?
You could kill someone with it. It's pretty heavy.
You could. It's a deathly frisbee is what it is. But it's beautiful, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. So, I look at that, and I can imagine, as an athlete and also an entertainer, you're doing something, and there's so much concentration and so much focus, and at the same time, you've got to let go. So you do the short program, and you're completely flawless. Do you think, you know, were you so relaxed, or did you think, oh, that's more pressure on me, or how did you feel then?
You know, I was actually in a really good place. I wasn't too nervous going into the long, and you know, I just took it step by step. But I just had 2 of the jumps in the warm-up. I just didn't get the height on, and then I kind of let it go. Came back to the program, and same thing happened. But I don't know, somehow I was able just to forget the past, stay in the moment, and you know, keep believing, find some courage. And I came back with the rest of the program. And you know, ice is slippery, stuff happens,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But you know, I have no regrets. I believed in it, and I went for it 100%. So
That's what's so amazing about that, is because to have that kind of focus afterwards, you know, I think that's even more impressive, that you have that kind of focus afterwards, not 1 but 2. Then you completely gave 100% and was, you know, were flawed. And don't tell me ice is slippery. You're skating and you're doing really difficult things. We had the first season, we were doing fake snow on here, and it wasn't even real snow. It was like soap suds, and I was walking. And I fell. Look, this is the first season. I'm walking off. Yeah, and I couldn't have gotten up and done a program. I went flying and got no medal, no nothing. But we got the looky-loo out of it because I wanted to show people. But I don't know how that doesn't happen all the time. I mean, I don't know how people land without falling.
it's hard. You're on, you know, like a millimeter or so of steel, and you know, you're up and you're down all around. You know, that's why it's a lot of practice. And you know, you can train your whole life for something, and you just have to enjoy the experience. And the Olympics was amazing. You know, just the spirit and the motivation and all the athletes just representing their country is just amazing to be a part of.
Yeah, and when you're walking around listening to music before you start, what were you listening to? Because you had an iPod.
I have such a range of music. It could have been AC/DC or Maroon 5 or Beyonce or Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I mean, I've
Really?
got everything on there. I like to keep it
So
interesting.
you don't listen to one specific thing before you start. There's just
No,
because they all have different vibes to them.
Exactly. You know, if I don't like a song, I'll skip through it. You know, not this one, but my iPod's not yet organized, so you know, there'll be 50 Cent, and then right after that will be like Jack Johnson, and then after that's Madonna. So it's just random.
Wow, you wouldn't be a good DJ. I don't think
No.
anybody would want Jack Johnson after
But
50 Cent.
I'm
Yeah.
diverse, though.
Yeah.
You know that
No,
way
I love it.
you can get into the mood.
But it's so weird that you have 50 Cent and Jack Johnson back
I've
to
got
back.
to organize. Got to organize the iPod.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we can help you do that. You deserve. We're all proud of you. And
Thank you.
I want to say that you have a new book, the revised edition of Sasha Cohen Fire on Ice with her Olympic experiences, is available in bookstores. We're going to be right back with Jennifer Love Hewitt right after this. Our next guest is the star of the hit CBS drama The Ghost Whisperer. Take a look. Please welcome back the delightful Jennifer Love Hewitt. All right, how have you been?
I've been okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been okay.
Good, I'm glad.
Did you see The Bachelor?
I was going to ask you,
finale?
because we were going to talk about American Idol, and I was going to ask you if you were watching The Bachelor.
I'm kind of angry.
Are you?
I'm having anger issues.
Okay, let's find out if everybody, you know, it was down to the 2 women, and it was Sarah and Moana.
Yeah, Moana.
Moana. And did you watch? How many people know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I think it was a surprise.
I was angry.
Why were you angry?
Well, because first of all, it was a mislead. Because the whole time, you saw it? Did you
Yeah.
not think that he was going to pick Moana? Like, I was convinced.
Which is why I thought he may all of a sudden change it up to Sarah, and they edited it to make us think that. So it was the most dramatic rose ceremony ever.
So here's the thing. So she's already got issues that she's talked about, and she's emotional. I felt like he dumped me. This is how I felt about this. And I was watching it, and I'm like, the girl has issues. Please don't break her heart. And then he's like, goodbye. They need a therapy group for these people before they send them back out into society. She was like, I am never gonna be okay. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm crying in my house. I was so upset for this girl. And then at the big I'm angry. Then at the big exciting thing, he's like, here's a 3-carat diamond ring on a chain. What? On a chain?
Yeah.
I was like, you are so dumped. I was done.
Yeah.
I'm angry about it.
Well, it
And
looks like
Moana's like, ah,
seems to me that you need the therapy group, but
I have issues. It really upset me.
No,
anyway.
it was hard watching that woman sob in the car. I felt so bad for her.
I feel like we need to take care of them. Like they should
Yeah.
be sent to a retreat afterwards where we
Right.
build their spirits back up and
Right.
tell them how wonderful they
Yeah,
are.
well, they joined on to do a reality television show, so they have to know that, you know,
Yeah.
there's a chance that they may not end up doing so well. Now, I'm kind of scared to ask you about American Idol. How do you feel about that?
I'm really angry now.
Nobody's getting brokenhearted, but still it's rejection. Are you as passionate about American Idol?
I am. I love it. I have to say that I think that even though Simon gets a really, really hard time, I think that the reason he's there and the reason the show exists is because he's a really smart man that kind of knows what he's talking about. And even though he doesn't say it in the nicest way possible, I do have respect for him.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Kevin.
Yeah.
The little guy.
The little guy.
Oh,
That's,
I just
where's
love
Kevin?
him.
There's Kevin. This is.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want him to be my little brother, and I want to give him a ring on a chain. Yes, I do. I just want to have him to my house.
He's
and
got
just
a good
spend
voice,
time with
too.
him. And he has a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He could be the new Bachelor, maybe.
He could.
Yeah. He wouldn't hurt anybody.
No.
No.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, I just want to be your little brother and hang out with you. And your show is doing that. There's a scary scene just now. There was a hand behind the door, and somebody was in there, and
That's doing pretty good.
and everybody really thinks somehow that you're a ghost whisperer. They're taking this seriously.
I get invited to funerals a lot.
Really?
I do, which is so, I mean, part of it's really hard for me because I have to kind of laugh about it because I can't just walk around feeling sad all the time. But a part of me really feels bad that I can't help these people. Like I had this woman come up to me and she was so sweet. She was probably, 75, 76-ish. And she came up and she was like, Melinda? And I said, yeah, and I'm always Melinda, and I'm like, yes. You know, and we're sitting there talking, and she's telling me how on Friday night she gets together with her husband, and they hold hands on the couch, and they eat their favorite meal, and they watch the show, and she never misses it, and she loves it. And like 20 minutes into the conversation, A, I was surprised that I was there for 20 minutes, because I was like, whoa. Yeah. And then B, I realized that her husband was dead.
Oh.
And she likes the show because she thinks that he comes to share time with her during the show. And it was so sweet, but I was brokenhearted because I didn't know what to say to her. Like, I didn't know how to be, you know, the ghost whisperer for her.
Right.
I didn't know how to say, he loves you, you know, and I was like, what do I do? You know, you can't fake your way through something like that.
That is awkward.
It was really hard.
That's
She's
really
so
hard.
sweet.
Well,
But
that's
people
sweet.
really
And
like
maybe
it.
I bet he does sit there with her and watch the show.
It's kind of a nice
That's
thought.
sweet that she tells you that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there could be worse things. When you're in a soap opera and you're a nasty person, people hate you.
I know.
You know, people really don't like you if you're.
Yeah.
So it's good that people do that.
It's nice.
And do you have any, since you're doing this, any ghosts visiting your house or anything all of a sudden showing up?
No, not so far. We did have a light the other night we were filming, and a bunch of us, like 4 or 5 people, were just sitting around, and this light, literally, behind us just moved 3 inches on its own, up. Like up, not where somebody was pulling a cord and moving it backwards or anything. It literally scooted at us for 3 inches.
I bet the union guys were mad.
They're like, who's touching our light?
We're supposed to do that. Yeah. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back. We're back with Jennifer Love Hewitt, and your birthday was recently, right?
Yes.
How old?
27.
Very exciting. That's a good age.
It is a good age, yeah.
And what did you get for your birthday, and what'd you do?
I got a Porsche.
You got a Porsche?
A Porsche.
Who gave? Did you buy your?
My mom gave it to
Your
me.
mother gave you a Porsche?
Yes.
Wow. And how did she do it? How did you?
I came home from work and she'd given me a bunch of American Express gift cards because they're like my favorite thing in the world. And so I went shopping and I was like, oh, this is awesome, you know, and I thought that was it. And I came home from work. It was a really long day and they kind of kept me longer than they were supposed to at work. And she says, well, are you ready to go to dinner for your birthday? And I said, absolutely. And so we went to dinner or we were getting ready to go and she goes, well, we should take your car. And I was like, okay. I said, but I have a Mini Cooper. Like, how are we gonna fit all these people in the car? You know, and she goes, no, we'll take your Porsche. And she handed me the keys. But the sweetest thing in the world is that she called my grandmother to tell her, and she was like, I'm getting Love a Porsche. And my grandmother goes, oh, that's fantastic. We will swing on that for hours. And my mom was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, you're getting her a Porsche. You're gonna build her a Porsche. And my mom goes, no, a Porsche. And my grandmother's like, what's a Porsche? And my mom goes, it's a car. So my sweet grandmother thought we were building a Porsche for her and I just swing on the whole time. It was very sweet.
Your grandmother, I didn't know what she meant by that. We're gonna swing on that car for hours. I don't want no scrub.
Her hearing's not great. No scrub.
That's hilarious. So is this your dog, or just you're posing with it?
I haven't seen that
Is it
yet.
a Cavalier King Charles?
Yes, it is. That's Charlie.
That's Charlie. I have a kitty named Charlie, as a
do?
matter of fact. Look at that. This is on the cover of Hollywood Dog. That is sweet.
Oh, I'm
That's-
that lady right now with her dog who's like, my baby.
No, I'm like that too. I just posed for a brand new magazine, Burbank Beagle, and that's my dog. That's my dog. It's cute, right?
So cute.
All right, that's sweet. And is this your only pet, or do you have more?
I have a Chihuahua too.
Yeah, one Chihuahua and one King Charles.
Yes,
And what's the
yes.
Chihuahua's name?
Mia.
Mia.
But she's like the largest Chihuahua ever. She's 18 pounds.
That's unhealthy.
It is unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
How do her legs hold her up?
It's really funny because we tried to put her on diets, but it doesn't work. And she'll stand there and her little legs go.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know, it's really
What do you
bad.
mean you try to put her
we
on
have put her on
diets?
diet after diet after diet, and she will not.
And she
leave.
sneaks
She's-
in the fridge at night or
she's
something?
Just, she's just big and beautiful. There's nothing we can do about it.
That's unhealthy.
I know, I'm sorry. I'll work on it.
Put a little treadmill in there or something. All right, The Ghost Whisperer, The Scary Story. It airs CBS Friday nights at 8 o'clock. We'll be right back with Carl Reiner. Don't go away. Our next guest is a television legend, a literary icon, and an all-around distinguished gentleman. It's my pleasure to welcome back Carl Reiner.
You know, it was a little chilly backstage, and I said, do you have something I can wear?
Uh-huh.
This is very warm.
I like it. Have you ever had a mohawk before?
No, and I don't think I'll have one again. As a matter of fact, I'm about to ask you a very personal question. Can I take this off now?
Yes, you can take it off. Yeah.
I love Actually, I haven't had hair in so long, I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah. It's this is a better look for you, I think.
Thank you.
Now, are you excited about the Oscars? Are you gonna watch it like everybody else, or?
I never missed an Oscar.
Yeah.
And I'll do like I always do. I root not for the best people, but for my friends. Mm-hmm. I want George Clooney, my Danny Ocean, my boss. I want him to win everything.
Right.
And I want somebody someday to get up and say this. You never heard it. When they accept the award as the best actor or actress, say, oh, whoa, I'm so relieved. You could have done the stupid thing and voted in one of those people who didn't deserve it, who were not very good. As a matter of fact, most of them were not up to the part. One of them was okay, but wow, I was so deserving of this, and that you noticed it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you
That's
how I
actually-
appreciate that.
Maybe somebody will.
Somebody.
Somebody will this year, maybe. Now that you've given him that idea.
I hope it's George.
Yeah.
I love George.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's
And what
a-
about best actress? What do you think?
Well, I like, Felicity Huffman.
Yeah.
I want her to win.
I think she could
Yeah.
win. She was amazing.
I love her. I love her acting. I love her husband. I love them together. I want that couple to be happy Sunday night. I want them to go happy. I love Macy. I think he's just marvelous.
Yeah, they're both really, really good.
They both deserve everything good.
And Jon Stewart's going to be great. He's hilarious.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't
going to
wait
be.
for that.
I think he's going to be so good.
By the way, I want to invite you. See, I'm a member of the Academy. I want to invite you next year to host the Academy. Would you accept?
No, I think John's going to be coming back next year. I really think John's going to do a great job. I think he'll be, when y'all run out of people, I'll gladly host. but
I've heard from a number of people who've done it. Billy did it a few times, but a number of people have done it. They said it is so enervating and so scary that to go through that every year, it's not worth it.
Yeah, no, just hosting the Emmys and things I've done, the Grammys, I like it, and it is. To me, it's like jumping off a mountain. It's the scariest thing in the world. and with a parachute, by the way, or sometimes not if you don't do well. But that's a lot of pressure.
Should I go back and say you've definitely said no, or you'll think about it?
I'll think about it when you run out of people. I think Jon Stewart is great, and he'll come back.
I
think
do
he's
too.
fantastic.
I do too.
Let me ask you about your book because I want to know how to pronounce the title correctly. Is it N or N?
It's actually N.
Oh, separately.
5 N's, yes.
And that is because?
Because this man is a novelist, and this is his 5th book. And when he writes a book, his first book was, he didn't have a title. We don't have title of book until you know what it's about. And he put N for novel, and it was a hit. So his second book, he put 2 N's, and this is his 5th book. So it's N. And I decided that's a good title for my book. It's an author writing about his version of Genesis and the world, and he talks to him. By the way, you ever talk to yourself?
No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't.
No. Well, this guy, this author, Nat Nolan, talks to himself in 2 voices, and he doesn't know he's talking to himself. His wife says, "You're talking to yourself again." People hear him talking. He doesn't know he's doing it. Takes himself to a psychiatrist and finds out why he's talking to himself. So it's a novel within a novel.
So while he's writing the book, you hear him talking
He's
to
always
himself?
talking. That's how I got to write this book, by the way. I wrote the first 4 pages, and I was doing my version of Genesis, what Cain and Abel were saying to each other about the Garden of Eden. And after 4 pages, it was very interesting. I said, well, where do I go with this? I can't. St. James redid the Bible. I can't. So I said to myself, where is this going? It's a little crazy, isn't it? Yeah, but it's interesting. And I said, where do I? That's a guy talking to himself. Maybe the author of this novel within a novel. And that's the way I found this
Very
guy.
clever. Very clever.
Thank you.
As I find you to be. Hilarious. You're a great writer, very funny, so I can't wait to read it. Thank you so much. Carl's new book, N, is, there's not 6 N's, there's 5.
5
The
N's.
next book is 6. Is available in bookstores now. Roseanne Cash performs after this. Don't go away. All right, as I mentioned earlier, we're taking the whole show to Orlando in a few weeks, and one of you is coming with me. We've got an empty seat to fill, so if you see yourself appear in this seat right here, you jump up and you run on down here like crazy. Who's it gonna be? Fill the seat! Megan Faye, come on! Have a seat! Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, Megan, sit down. What's going on?
Not much.
I have some little here. Have that for me.
Thanks.
And Megan Faye, you're coming to Orlando with us. You and a guest get a 4-day, 3-night stay at the Royal Pacific Resort, and you're getting a 3-day park pass to Universal Studios and Islands and of Adventure, and you're getting VIP tickets to our show in Orlando. How about that? Can you go?
Yeah, I can go.
All right. It's a Universal Resort in Orlando. It's like a really gorgeous, you're gonna love it. It's beautiful. You have kids or anything?
I have one 19-month-old Molly.
Uh-huh, and she can come.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take her on that thing with me.
Okay.
Yeah. And your husband?
Nat?
Uh-huh.
Is he invited?
I guess.
Okay.
Where is he?
He's in class right now.
Okay, well, bring him too.
Great. I
All
will.
right,
Thank
and we'll all
you.
go on it together. Look at that, we're gonna go on that thing and then we can go swimming.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Excellent.
All right,
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to thank Jennifer Love Hewitt, Carl Reiner, Roseanne Cash, and Sasha Cohen for being here. Tomorrow is our Oscar pre-party with the cast of Las Vegas. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.